This is Roger, and I'm in Singapore right now, as you can see, and I'm looking forward to coming out to Australia for the Fast Forward tour, and I hope to see you there. I'd say one thing about the tour is if you're asking yourself, should I come? Those who come should be those who currently are in business, asking yourself the question, are there people out there who are currently getting double the result that I'm getting in either half the time or with half the effort? And if that's you, you should definitely come, because of course those people exist. And all that's happening is not that they're smarter or quicker or faster, it's simply that they are harnessing current trends more effectively by spotting those opportunities when they show up. I'll give you a couple of examples of just how much our world is changing right now. This is an iPhone, a smartphone. A couple of years ago, none of us had it. Within a couple of years, every one of us is going to be using this for a cashless society. So for example, here in Singapore, at the moment they already have actually gone out there and given the contracts for those who are going to be making sure that all credit cards work through your iPhone, that all cash works through your iPhone, so you can swipe anything and take whatever money you want. Now of course you could say, well, that's clearly going to change the way that my customers buy from me. But what about the customers themselves? When you realize that every person on the planet will now become a retail store, will become a merchant, can buy and sell anything from anywhere, that changes everything. And when you start to see how your business itself will change the way that it has products and how you price those products based on this, then this is something you can start working on right now today. I'll be giving examples from Silicon Valley in America, from China, from Africa, on where there's already entrepreneurs that have totally transformed the way that they have actually organized their products or their services in such a way now that their customers themselves become the biggest advocates, that you're actually selling more through those customers and your affiliates than you are even from your own store or from your own service. I'll give you another example. Let's imagine here in Singapore, I already know that with the right talent in the right areas of my business, I could double my productivity and double my results immediately. Of course, I do know that. But the actual challenge of going out in the traditional way to find that person is very costly. I need to find the right person who I can advertise for in the right way and then go through all those resumes to try and find the person who's going to help me. The world has changed and that's no longer the way. Resumes are redundant. And I'll give examples of where there are companies around the world who have transformed the way they're now selecting the people who are coming to work for them. Using not their resumes, but using their social media platforms, using the videos that they have or the information they have already in existence. It's allowing them to find the right people in the right way. There are entire platforms that you can access right now for whatever support you're looking for, and the next person who might be helping you could be from another country at a tenth of the price that you think you need to pay today. And most importantly, you can have them by tomorrow. Now, how can that happen so quickly? Because the platforms that are currently already existing and that companies in Australia are already using who are at the cutting edge, they have that ability to do something which Eric Schmidt talked about recently as augmented humanity. That they have the ability to already connect into that database by using the right platforms to get the right information very, very quickly, and then to get the right level of trust with the right person quickly as well. How would you do that? Well, that's part of what this day is all about. It's a practical, hands-on day where you come and hear stories that are relevant to you and then find strategies that you can go away and implement immediately. So come along and bring your team as well. And I'll finish with one thing, which is this thing behind me. This is the integrated resort, which finished recently here in Singapore. It's all casino, hotel, restaurants, and it's at the moment the most distinctive landmark here in Singapore. And that will be one thing I'll share as well. We are moving from an age of service to spectacle. If you go back in time, as an architect studied in Cambridge, one of the first things we learned was the highest building in any culture would tell you what was most important. At times it's been churches, at times it's been town halls, at times it's been the Eiffel Tower, which symbolized all of our industrial age. Today, it's symbolisms like this. It's symbols which you'll find in Singapore, that you'll find in Dubai, which are all about us needing and wanting to be entertained in new ways. In fact, you'll find that governments are willing to put money into this now. So even in Australia, look at what happens when Oprah comes to town. Look at what happens when it's the 31st of December and it's time for the fireworks. And who funds that and how it actually changes our experience of actually being in a country, or in our case, being in a particular company, being in a particular retail store, or experiencing a particular service. It's no longer about the service, it's about the spectacle. It's the experience that we're actually getting out of it. And I'll give you some amazing examples when we meet, when we're in your city, and share how you could apply some of these examples of where people are really getting a memorable experience in the people they're connecting with and the way they're experiencing your business, which will transform the way you start looking at 2011 and the years beyond. So I look forward to seeing you, and it's not that long away, so book up your spot now, bring your team, and I'll be seeing you soon.